Hey, good day, everybody. How's everybody doing? Yeah, I know you're wet, you're cold, but holy cow, middle of the country, they're cold. So, so where are we today? So some interesting things. So we're coming a day earlier. Normally, wherever I am on Friday, I'll stop and do it, but I'm heading into that coldness. I'm going to have our Christmas and my birthday celebration with all my children and all my grandkids. So be a little tied up tomorrow. So here's what's on my mind this week. So today's word is right. Not this right, the other right. No, not right and left, right and wrong. So, at one time, I have shared one of the greatest life lessons that I learned, not too far, because I'm still learning, was a simple phrase that has stuck with me and really makes me think um, when I get in arguments. So, the statement is very simple. It's not a matter of who is right, but what's right. And when you really say that over and over, not who's right, but what's right, who's right, what's right, it really struck a chord with me because those who know me, I love the debate. And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong, but you got to prove your point. And I come to find out there's so much energy spent on trying to prove you're right and somebody's wrong that it takes away from our very essence of who we are because we're spending so much time trying to fight instead of come together. And so, as I was thinking this week, there are just some people who just always have to prove they're right. And sometimes I wonder if we work extra hard to prove we're right for really what purpose is it? I mean, do you get like satisfaction? Yes, I was right. Or just to say, yeah, I got one over on them. Um, it just seemed early on in my life that I wasted a lot of time just trying to prove I was right and someone else is wrong. There really is no personal satisfaction to it. Yeah, it's a selfish thing. Yeah, I was right, they were wrong, but there's no score. And I think how this word developed for me this week was many times. Um, there are things that I do in day to day life, in business, in my family that, yeah, I don't agree with it. I don't agree with it. But it's not a matter of who's right, it's really what's right. And I may not agree with it, but it's the right thing to do. So sometimes, even in an argument, uh, I may know that I'm right. But the other person also believes they're right. And it's like the argument when it's partly sunny. If you say it's partly cloudy and they say it's partly sunny, who's right? Well, they both are. Some people can argue both people can't be right, but it's just a matter of perspective. So it doesn't matter if they firmly believe they're right and you're right, then we can agree to disagree. So I think how I've incorporated that word right over the time for me is to say, right here, in the present, does it really matter? Right here. And sometimes I think we're not present because while someone is talking, your brain is already working to the future. So you're really not even here to listen to see if it is right. Or you're stuck in the past and saying, well, they've been wrong before and they're wrong now. So, right here is all about being in the present. Now, right now also means an awareness of time. And again, it's when you're here and it's now, are you really here, up here? Are the words coming out right now? Um, and it's really not being focused on yesterday or tomorrow. It's being in the present, right here, right now. I believe that if you're right here, right now, you're right on. And that's where we all need to be, is right on. So next time you're thinking about having an argument or trying to prove you're right, um, I know my right. I know my right. It's okay. It's okay. Again, people always tell me, yeah, but you just can't let people roll over you, and it's all right. See my message on optimism last week? It's okay. It's okay to be wrong. Well, yeah, it is February, and I'm still waiting to be wrong for the first time this year, but you know, it happens occasionally. I think last year I was wrong 3 times. Now, that fourth time really didn't count, but okay. So this week, I would like us just to be focused on what's right. What's the right thing to do? I may not agree with it, and I certainly may not like it, but yeah, it's the right thing to do. And I think the more that we do things that are really the right things to do, it really doesn't matter who's right. It really doesn't. Because again, it's about us as a whole. And that's what we really try to focus on in the community is what can we do for the good of the whole. It may not benefit us, it may not benefit me, it may not benefit for you, but I'm one person. And if something we can do can benefit 5 people, 10 people, isn't that the right thing to do? Isn't it better? And sometimes in the beginning it's a little tough, but as you start doing more and more of the right thing, regardless of your feelings or their feelings, but in your heart, we always talk about the heart somewhere down here. It makes your heart feel good and it fills up your love tank. And the more your love tank is filled, then less and less it becomes about you. So as I travel up north this weekend, say a little prayer for me. It's kind of sad. We don't even have any coats or boots or any of those kind of things. So we're calling all the kids up north and saying, "Do you have an extra pair of pants or hats and gloves?" So say a little prayer for us as we travel up to the tundra, and then we'll be back next week. And anything we can do. Again, part of these messages to you is just hopefully give you a little laugh, a little inspiration, a little encouragement, a little confidence. You can do it. Um, we just want to be a partner with you and help you. Um, the older adult maze is getting more and more complicated, and with all things going on around the world right now, it's even more complicated. But I guarantee you this, we are going to do the right thing no matter what because we're right on. Have a wonderful weekend. Take care. Stay dry. And this has just been Rich, just Rich, saying peace. Peace.